Betrayed, sentenced, and exiled. Now, I'm left to fend for myself here in the deep roads against the Darkspawn. But there is a glimmer of hope for me. Somewhere here in these tunnels, Duncan and the Grey Wardens are making their quest through these tunnels. If I am to survive, I must find them and see if Duncan will hear me out and allow me to join their order. Let's press on. Good thing it all stays right there, right before you start. And as you can see, I switched up. Apparently, it actually also switched out my some of the stuff I had equipped. I had to switch them back just to make sure I had the ones I liked equipped here. And I have a fine dwarven blade with a dagger. Here we go. Ah, great. Yeah.
Right.
Get rid of this monstrosity. Ugh, I hate those things. Ugh. I hate them so much. Alright, well at least I found some armor. Don't have to wear these tattered prison clothes anymore. There we go. Now I have some armor. Help me out of here. Go ahead and have this bow as part of my second set. I think I forgot to mention that you can have 2 sets of weapons equipped. You can have, if you want, you can quickly switch between a close range set and a long range set. It's pretty cool. Put that in the junk. Put that in junk. Just hold on to the rest of these.
I would watch out.
Gotta take care of this trap first.
And so I
That.
shall.
Now to take
See
care of
there?
this
That's a trap.
genlock, or
Alright.
genlock, how you pronounce it. Got him. Oh, another leg hold trap. Flimsy leg hold trap. Huh. I like how each of the traps have different descriptions. This is a regular Lego trap. This one's a bit flimsy. Ooh, I got some gloves. Good, don't have to just use my bare hands. There we go. Now I got some gloves. Don't need... Oh. I also have a great sword. I ain't gonna be using that. So put that in the junk. Alright. If I can get out of here, hopefully with Duncan and the Wardens, I can be able to find a merchant and sell these. Huh. Bring it on! Ah! In your face! Oh my goodness! You guys remember what I said earlier about how sometimes when you defeat an opponent, it's random what you'll actually do when you make the final blow? Yeah. I have no control over that. I did tell you ahead of time though that there was a possibility that there would be a finishing move where you actually you're like the Queen of Hearts. Off with his head. So nothing. I have no control over that. So if you were like, oh my gosh, it's like, look, I warned you. I warned you. I had no control over it. Okay, let's get going. Gotta be down here. They couldn't have made it out already. Loots. Yes, I know, it seems like I kind of purposely did that. It didn't matter. I got out quick enough. Ugh. I hate just even being close to that thing.
Another creature ahead. Of course. Delighted.
Take that, raptors. Baby raptors. Although if you look at their mouths, actually, they don't really look like that. Ugh, look at that. Ugh. Darkspawn short bow. Further in you go.
That's a trap.
Yes, that is a trap. You see that? That is a trap.
I would watch out where I am.
Up.
Well done, I say. Well done.
Take him down, then just let him
I'm sensing your dark
Up. Hello.
Delighted.
Take care of this guy. Nothing to it. Dead dwarf. Ooh, superior dwarven guard armor. Wow. Pretty sure that, oh, there we go. I can't, equip that. Yeah. Nope. I need 20 strength. Not even close.
Of course.
I may build up my strength to 20, but that may be as high as I go, because as a rogue, I need to focus on dexterity and on cunning. Mostly dexterity. See here?
Hey now. Delighted. All right.
Just falls over. See. More dwarven armor. That's nice. And a battle axe. Ooh. See, if I was a warrior, I'd equip the battle axe. It'd be like Gimli. Alright, now we got some dwarven armor. That's good. What I have is actually better. Alright. But since I'm not going to be using those two-handed weapons, in the junk it goes. I'll hold on to these for now. Anything in here? No. Alright. Let's go the other way. Where are they? Where could they be? There they are! I found them!
By the Maker, it's a dwarf.
Lord Idukan, what are you doing here alone? Where are your troops?
It's good to see you again, Duncan.
And you as well. Although I'm still filled with questions, such as
I'm sure you
why
are.
you here in these tunnels alone? May I ask what happened?
I have been exiled.
Exiled? To these tunnels of death? What crime could be so terrible?
I do not think matters of dwarven honor are any business of ours. You need not answer, friend.
It's alright. I was betrayed by my brother.
Lord Trian?
No. Balin. Trian is dead.
I see. The brutal intrigue of the dwarven court continues then.
Yes.
Your father intimated as much. There is no reason for you to walk these deep roads and die for something you did not do.
Thank you.
You've already proven yourself both resourceful and skilled, and I would expect nothing less from an Idukan.
Thank you.
I've been searching for those with your level of ability. Your exploits in the deep roads set you apart. As leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden, I would like to formally invite you to join our order.
Wow. I would be absolutely honored. Thank you, Duncan.
Then welcome. We leave immediately for Ostagar to join with the human forces facing the Darkspawn hordes led by King Cailan.
Huh.
Stay close. There are still Darkspawn around every corner.
Of course. And that's right, he did mention something about a blight. Figures, we're leaving the deep roads where the docks, where the Darkspawn are, and we're heading up to the surface to face even more Darkspawn. But now that I've joined the Order, that's probably going to be a given.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Oh there, Duncan.
Whoa.
King Cailan.
Oh, this is the
I
king?
didn't expect
Note the golden
Royal
armor.
welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Fun?
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious.
Huh?
The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Okay, first off, obviously, if you couldn't tell he might be a king, note the armor that looks like it's made out of completely out of gold, and also note the blonde locks flowing in the wind. No, I'm just kidding. I just kind of found that funny at first, but also I found that a bit odd that when we arrived, the first thing he was concerned about was having Duncan at his side, saying, "Oh, you'll be at my side in battle after all. Oh, how glorious!" It just seemed like his priority may have been a little out of order. It's like that is what you were most concerned about, but you know. And as far as how Niximus views this, he's not that particular about the difference between humans and dwarves, in terms of he considers dwarves to be above humans, even though you could say here, "I'm no friend of yours, human lord." No, and instead he's actually taken a bit of a liking to humans. He's always been interested in them and their culture, and ever since he's met Duncan, he's taken a kinder look upon them, since Duncan has always been so nice and polite to him. So, and also another thing is that this is the king, and being that he is from a royal family himself, he was a prince in Orzammar, and that his father was a king. As far as he's concerned, it doesn't matter if he is the king, of humans or dwarves or whatever. He's still a king, so he's going to give him that proper respect. He would respect him as much as he would respect his dad. I am Niximus, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honourable stout folk outside Orzammar.
This first night you must not have met many of the noble cast. Saying, otherwise you wouldn't be saying honourable. Well, how much do you know about dwarves, Your Majesty?
I've always wanted to learn more. Perhaps you could enlighten me sometime.
If Your Majesty wishes.
I do. I'll make sure to have the finest dwarven brew brought up from the palace cellars. After we've dealt with the blight, of course. I've been to Orzammar.
You have?
King Endrin invited my father to a grand proving long ago.
Okay.
How does Endrin fare these days?
I'm his son, and he was fine when I saw him last.
Well, it seems your story may be even more interesting than I suspected. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar.
Thank you.
The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
You are too kind, Your Majesty.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Eamon just wants in on the glory.
What?
We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
You're more interested in the glory of winning a battle than you are about what's best for your soldiers, your troops, your country. Waiting for reinforcements against a possible blight may not be such a bad idea. I'm just saying. You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
A what? An
Disappointed,
archdemon?
Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Farewell, Your Majesty. More interested in joining the tales, of glory.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
But he didn't seem to take the Darkspawn very seriously.
True. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
It's like the orcs coming out of Mordor. They keep growing with each passing day. They look to outnumber us. With all the Urukai and orcs just growing and growing. And as well as out of Isengard. I'm just kidding. But, you know, you guys heard me say earlier about how this game has very strong similarities to Lord of the Rings. You know, just a little inside joke I'm hoping to share with you guys. Well, why not? He does seem to regard the Grey Wardens very highly.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference.
Who is this
To that
Teyrn
end, we
Loghain?
should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
I'd like to know more about who that is. Wait, what do you mean? What ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden.
The joining.
The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Why is this so secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Am I the only recruit you have?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already.
Oh,
They have been
okay.
waiting for us to arrive.
Tapping their foot. Where are they? What is taking them so long? What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being.
Okay.
There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair.
Alice.
When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits.
Okay.
Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Very well. I'll see you then. It's funny, usually there's this heroic music that plays. Either it kind of bugged, which this game can do, or I turned it down so low that not even I can hear it in the headphones. Alright, let's see. Put in strength. I may eventually need this. So let's go ahead and just get this. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to look around this area for some items to loot here. And then, once I'm done checking out this area over here, I will then come back and we will make our way across the bridge to check out the camp.